About a year ago, Bob Elliott, a couple other folks, created the South Carolina Nurse Retention Scholarship. It was a critical time to try to keep nurses in the state, keep them working, keep them advancing, and taking care of all of us. It's been a year now. Bob Elliott is back. The Nurse Retention Scholarship Program continues. Tell us a little bit about what was accomplished in year one and where we are as we head into year two.
Well, year one, thank you first
Sure.
for the opportunity here. Year one, we raised $100,000, and I think that was a demonstration that there was community-wide support for the concept of retention.
Okay.
Year two now, we've raised $200,000.
Terrific.
And that's been from government, Jasper County, Beaufort County, the city of Hardeeville, the town of Hilton Head, just foundations, individuals, and we're getting close to beginning the selection process.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting applicants in now, and we'll start the selection here in another 30 days or so.
All right, let's hit it from that angle first. If nurses want to be considered for all of this, kind of what are the hoops they need to jump through?
Well, they're eligible if they're a BSN or an ADN.
Okay.
They've graduated from any college in our area in the past 12 months. They're eligible, and we encourage them to apply.
Okay, so it's generally for younger students trying to obviously continue their program, continue their education.
Yes, that was one change this year.
Okay.
We started last year with the BSN. We added the ADN, and we're even considering the licensed practical nurse LPN next year. We recognize that there's a shortage across the entire gamut of the nursing profession.
I was going to say, I wanted to ask you about that because coming off of COVID, and we had talked so much about nursing and the whole healthcare professions during all of that. Have you seen a change in the demand coming out of all of that in the year? Is it even more acute?
I haven't seen a lot of change from the data that I've seen.
Yeah.
There are still 1,200 unfilled RN jobs within a 25-mile radius of Bluffton. There's over 200 on Hilton Head Island.
Wow.
To give you an idea of the magnitude of the shortfall, there's 1,000 jobs open in Savannah. There's 2,000 in Charleston. So there's a huge demand and shortfall across the region, and we're having to compete for nurses when they have so many job opportunities.
And obviously nursing education is not cheap by any means. For folks who want to donate, you'll certainly, I'm sure, take their money. Where would you want them to contact you and find out how they can help out in increasing the scholarship fund?
Well, we'll accept any donations up until September 1 when we close off this year's cycle. And if we miss that deadline, then certainly the money will be used for next year's cycle. Beginning actually in August, we've reached out to other colleges in the area, Triton College, Technical College, and there's graduating classes in August and December and May. You know, there's 300 to 400 nurses that graduate every year.
Right.
And one thing I think the public needs to understand is through the process here, I haven't been able to identify a lot of nurses who have actually remained here in Beaufort or Jasper County after they've graduated.
So retention is the key word, yeah.
It could be as low as 10% of all those that graduated are actually working here after graduation. So I think our problem, our challenge is even greater now than when I started this a year ago.
Okay. You bring up great points, Bob. We'll continue to monitor this and talk to you again soon. Bob Elliott, co-founder of the South Carolina Nurse Retention Scholarship. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Coming up next, the pictures you have been waiting for, the bed races at the Beaufort Water Festival. Stay with us.